We want to go one step further and really broaden the concept of what exactly is an Android accessory. We'd like to think of your entire home as an accessory, or better yet, as a network of accessories, and think of Android as the operating system for your home. We call this vision Android at Home. At the center of the Android at Home architecture is your Android device. We're extending the Android OS to include new services that allow Android apps to discover, connect, and communicate with appliances and devices in the home. We call this the Android at Home framework. For appliances that cannot connect to Wi-Fi, we've designed an open wireless protocol that allows Android devices to talk to them. This new protocol enables very low-cost connectivity with anything that's electrical in your home, such as lights, alarm clocks, thermostats, dishwashers, etc. We want to think of every appliance in your home as a potential I/O device for Android apps. So let's take a look at a couple of demos of this stuff. So let's bring the stage lights down just a little. And now, Anand, would you like to show the audience the trick you just learned?
Yes, I would. Vroom. Vroom.
Okay. Anand is taking a little theatrical license. What we just demonstrated was a very simple Hello World type app on his tablet that displays a series of digital light switches. Using the Android at Home framework, this tablet can talk wirelessly to these two floor lamps so Anand can turn them on and off. The other two switches are linked to these two super bright audience lights on the left and right, and Anand can also control them wirelessly. Okay, now that you know how to control the lights, you can let your imagination as a developer completely take over. Imagine the new ways you'll be able to deliver notifications. You could build an alarm clock app that slowly ramps up the lights in the room and starts playing your favorite music through the stereo as the alarm time approaches. Or imagine how your applications could tie into Calendar to automatically control home devices. If you're a game developer, think about how this functionality could make gameplay more immersive. Imagine using the Android at Home framework to control an irrigation system and enable a real-world Farmville app. If you don't win the game, then your garden dies, right? So there's significant incentive to do a good job. As a quick example of this idea, we hook the stage lights up to Quake. And so as Anand plays the game, you'll see it up here on the screen, and fires shots, you'll see these lights flash. Now these are actually connected to the game. It's communicating through Android at Home and controlling these lights. Okay, you get the idea with that. So to bring this vision to reality, we're partnering with several industry players. One I'd really like to mention is Lighting Science, one of the world's leading LED lighting technology manufacturers. They'll start selling the first LED light bulbs and switches for the Android at Home environment by the end of this year. Prototypes of their Android at Home compatible bulbs are being used here in these on-stage lamps. We also have a number of Android at Home enabled devices available for you to play with in the interactive zone. So please stop by and check them out. All right, I'm going to walk over to the other side of the stage. The next thing I'd like to show you is a totally new kind of Android device. It's an Android at Home hub. It's both a standalone music beta endpoint and a bridge to the Android at Home network. We call it Project Tungsten. Let's take a look at a couple of actual devices. These are our reference designs. All right, so what we have here are two Tungsten devices. A Tungsten device runs the Android OS and the Android at Home software framework. It's always powered on and always connected to the cloud. It has audio out, and these examples can connect to either speakers or my home stereo system. So let's bring the stage lights down again, just so I can show you something else cool. If you hadn't noticed, they have these crazy lights on them. And look at the shape of this thing. I know that Mike Claron earlier mentioned our Roswell extraction team. Well, I mean, how could this be anything but alien technology? All right, so we can bring the lights up a little bit now. So what exactly do these do? Earlier today, Paul showed you our music beta service on a phone and on a tablet. Here, we have the same music service, but working with these new devices. So, Anand, let's turn up the volume on one of them. You could imagine that this device is playing music in, say, your living room. If we take a look at the tablet Anand is using, we can see that he's in the Music app, but there's a new feature to select an output device. The tablet can direct music to one or more tungsten boxes like the ones we have here. So Anand, why don't you start music on both of them? So you can enjoy your music synchronized throughout your house, all streaming through Music Beta. So when Anand tapped on those buttons, the music stream was sent transparently from one box to the other. Since the boxes are running Android, they just pull the music directly from the music library in the cloud. All right. All this functionality that you've seen here is part of the Android at Home framework. And it'll be completely open for developers to explore and write their own applications. To give you an example of the kinds of applications we have in mind, we've put together a very simple demo. This is actually another tungsten. It looks very different from those, but it's another example of the device. So when we show you this example, I want you to keep in mind that this is just a conceptual example. It's not an actual product. Anand has some CDs here. Imagine that these CDs shipped with an NFC, or near-field communication tag, inside the jewel case, which activates when you take off the packaging. He's going to take one of the CDs, okay, run DMC, and he's going to touch it to this device. That chime means that it's been added to my library, the entire CD. If he touches it again, thank you. If he touches it again, it starts playing. So it's pretty cool, right? We could add another CD, like Santana, and start playing it. Okay, well, that's it for this Android at Home preview. We hope that you can see how this combination of new cloud services, software, and devices enables a whole new universe of applications. You'll hear a lot more about Android at Home over the next few months. Thank you, guys.